Hi, welcome back to Home Time. Today we're going to be working on a screened porch, a project I'll bet a lot of people would like to see on the side of their house.
That's right, we've been tracking the construction of this new house right behind us, and they're going to have a really nice screened porch out and back. So we'll be talking about those construction details.
Like getting the roof watertight, adding a gas fireplace, aluminum railings, and natural stone.
Sounds like the kind of stuff anybody would want in a three-season porch.
Yep, so stick around and see what we're talking about. With our roof finished out here, we have one more thing we want to add, and that is a fireplace to the area here. Nick Neeson's been our go-to guy for gas fireplaces for a while. And so Nick, here, outside setting, anything different that we need to do this?
Yes, the fireplace has been tested for the outdoor environment. The manufacturer has specified how we have to install the fireplace. It's been wet bulb tested, meaning that it will accept some of the moisture content.
So what are we doing today?
Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to take it off the pallet and put a 45-degree elbow on. We're going to slide it in, and we're just basically roughing it in for the plumber and the electrician.
Okay, and this is going to vent straight out the back, right?
It's going straight out the back, right?
Okay, all right, so what's the first thing we need to do?
Well, first thing we need to do is get it off of the pallet.
Okay.
And get it slid in place.
Okay.
Take the pallet. The installation of a gas fireplace outside stays the same as if it were installed inside. The venting is, we use the same venting in the gas line, and the electrical stays the same. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right now we're going to take and put the 45-degree elbow in a length of pipe, so when we slide it in the hole, we don't have so much work to do to get behind the fireplace. Let's see if we can get it in the hole. How close are you, Joe?
What's that?
You have to come my way, or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good. I want to do this. Without losing my cap onto the floor. Right now we're going to take and plumb our fireplace, attach it to the wall with our standoffs, and set our vent pipe. I think we'll be okay. We'll do the bottom and then we'll throw the stick on it.
All right, so we got her all roughed in, and that's pretty much it for today, right?
That's it for today, Miriam. We have the venting all roughed in, the gas and the electric's ready to go.
Okay.
We just need to wait for them to finish the front of the fireplace, and then we'll come back, put our refractory brick and logs in, and our charcoal artisan front.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait. It's all the bells and whistles next time, right?
That's right.
All right.
If you saw the last show here, we focused on the exterior. The stone going on the fireplace is going to look very familiar. It's the same material used out front, and it's actually sandstone, which comes from a quarry in Oklahoma, and it's a color blend known as deep forest with some blues and grays mixed in. Now, the manufacturer provides stones that are anywhere from 6 to 24 inches wide and about 4 to 14 inches high, and what they do is they cut real stone so it's about 3/4 to an inch thick, and that's what gets applied. But I'll tell you, what really makes this whole system work is the way they handle the corners. Jason, wouldn't you agree that what makes this whole system sing is the way they deal with these corners?
Yes, because what this is it is a full stone.
Yep.
They just take and cut all the weight out of the back, so you can just stick it on the wall instead of stacking it like a full thickness stone. When you lay a full thickness stone,
Sure.
you stack it.
A regular masonry fireplace would be using stones that wide, or maybe even a little bit wider.
Yes.
Sometimes, yep.
Yep. You know, you got this wide, 4 inches, 6 to 4 inches, and these are just 1 inch, so they weigh a quarter of what a full stone weighs. A lot nicer to use a full stone because you can lay as high as you want. You don't have any weight restrictions. It's a lot nicer to use all day long because it's not so heavy on your back or bad on your back. Like with the real stone, you stack it, and you need weight, or you need a foundation underneath it.
Yeah.
And this, you just stick it right to the wall, so you don't have to worry about a foundation.
Now, is there anything special you use to adhere that to the wall?
Yeah, I use a Type S mortar, and that's what I put in the joints too with my grout bag.
You're saying right in here. That's how you get the grout in between them.
Yep. Yeah, you just kind of give it a little squeeze and shoot it right in there.
Just like baking a cake.
Yep. And then you let it set up, and then you tool it out.
Yeah.
To set these, what I do is spread mud on the whole back of the stone. And you put it where you want it and give it a wiggle it a little bit, and it should stay right there. And then you grab your grout bag and fill in the joints. When you tool these joints, you take a stick and you just flatten them out so they're nice and smooth, and give it some depth. Then you sweep it, and it makes it nice and smooth.
Well, I know you've done a few of these for us in the past, but one thing is you always make it look easy. I gotta tell you. No.
And now Nick is back to finish up the fireplace. So Nick, how do you get started to get a flame going here?
Well, right now I'm finishing up hooking up the Green Smart remote. Once I'm finished with that, we can set our interior fire backs, put in our burner and our glowing embers, and do some of the dressing up of the fireplace, and we'll be ready to go.
Now the fire back, I know this is just one of a few options that you can choose from, right?
Yes, we've chose the handmade fire back for this. There are 5 different interiors designs we can use, from herringbone to the straight brick.
Okay. And then the next thing after the fire back goes the burner. Now, this is a different looking burner than what we've usually seen.
Yep, this is the split flow ember fire burner. Gives us a lot nicer looking flame, as well as a nice glowing ember bed.
And with the burner, there's a few special features with this one now, right?
Yes, with the split flow ember fire burner, we can have a rear flame, front flame, or both flames, and still be able to modulate the flame up or down.
Okay, and talk a little bit more about the modulating as far as what that does for the room.
Well, with the modulating, we can control how much heat we put into the room or how much fire we have burning for the aesthetic value of the fire.
Okay, so you're not going to get hot spots and things like that?
Correct. You can control the room temperature much more evenly by adjusting the flame.
Okay. And now we're all set for our embers, right?
Now we're going to put the embers in. What they're going to do is give us the real glow appeal of a real fire.
Okay. And you like to put those right over the burners, or near the burners?
I like to put them near the burner ports, keep them thin so that the flame goes through and gives us that glowing wavy pattern of actual coals. It's basically the same thing as the tiles on the space shuttle, except for it's not compacted quite so tight.
And then the logs, right?
Yes, now we're ready for the logs.
It's the most realistic log I think I've ever seen. We have 7 different logs, right?
Correct.
Now, are these hand painted? How do they make these look so real?
Yes, the manufacturer actually makes these logs, and they are hand painted.
Very nice. So once the logs are in, we're all set for the glass, right?
Yes, we're putting the glass on now, and after this we're going to put our decorative fronts on, and then we'll be all set.
There are a couple different choices with the decorative front.
Yes, there's quite a few choices. Something from a little more contemporary on up to something rustic like we're using with the hand-hammered charcoal artisan fronts.
Nick, this is looking really good now that it's all set up. When people are looking for a fireplace for an outdoor setting like this, in a 3-season porch, anything specific they should look for?
Well, the manufacturer has the fireplace has been tested and passed to be in an outdoor setting. We have certain restrictions we have to follow, how far it is away from an open window and sources like that, so we don't get it wet.
Okay.
Other than that, those are the 2 main things.
Okay. This one has a pretty interesting remote, not your typical remote.
Yeah, the remote on this is the Green Smart remote. We have a lot of different functions that we can control right from the remote control. By turning the fireplace on and off, we can scroll through the different features we have, turning them on and off from the remote. Turning on and off our accent light. We can control our split flow burner, as well as how high and low we want the flame. The other nice thing is we have the 2 thermostat features. One is just the thermostat, the other is the Green Smart Stat, which controls the modulation of the flame, and a split flow burner design, where we can turn the rear flame off, turn the flame down for a much lower burn, less temperature.
Now this has an interesting igniting system.
It does. The ignition system on this is with the GreenSmart technology. The manufacturer has given us electronic ignition where we can just flip a switch to turn the pilot flame on or off. With that, we can save gas.
Okay.
So it's not burning all the time in the summer months. You just flip the switch, shuts the pilot off. In the fall, turn it back on again. Or you can use the GreenSmart remote just to control all of the features.
Okay. And in the fall, when it does get cold, it's good to actually have the pilot on all the time, right?
It is. It helps keep the condensation out of the fireplace, keeps it nice and warm.
Well, this is the perfect choice for a setting like this, and on top of it, it looks really, really nice. So thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, the fireplace was pretty much the last item we want to focus on. And once that was done, the builder finished up the railing and put up the screen material, so that makes it a done deal. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the screen porch come together, because we're on to a new project next time on Home Time. For Nick, Dean, and the guys, I'm Miriam Johnson. Thanks for watching.